like, what was climbing Everest like? Because when I was listening to your story at the virtual festival, you were saying some incredible things about seeing like our bodies and stuff like that. So please, like, what was it like actually climbing Everest? What does that feel like?
I, I think that is what I live for. I, a lot of people think that it is the adrenaline rush or the kick that I get out of climbing the mountains is what I attracts me to mountains. It is completely nothing about that. It is not about adrenaline. I'm not an adrenaline junkie. People think, hey, you are an
Mm.
adrenaline junkie. You want to get to the top of the tallest mountains of the world. It is nothing about being an adrenaline junkie. I think when I'm climbing the mountains, in that moment, I'm living in that moment. It is
Mm.
one step after the next step. And I'm not thinking, hey, what am I going to do 5 minutes later?
Mm.
Or hey, what am I going to do on the top? I am living in that very step. I am living in that very microsecond of the moment. I am existing in that moment. And there's no future, there's no past, there's just that moment. And to exist in that moment and to enjoy in that moment and to kind of have a blank slate in that moment. Like people meditate and people do so many things. For me, mountaineering is meditation. Mountaineering is my life. I'm to have a mind free of thoughts and to kind of just sit back as a neutral observer and enjoy those moments of climbing. I think that is why I climb mountains. It is not for the thrill that I get when I reach the top. Yes, that is exhilarating, don't get me wrong. When I reach the top, it I enjoy those moments. But that is not why I climb. I don't. Heck, I've been on so many expeditions that I have actually cancelled and come home, or I have not. I have failed and I have come home, and yet I go back and I cherish. Even I cherish those failures. Otherwise,
Mm.
people would just be thinking only, "Hey, you only enjoy when you get to the top." No,
Mm.
if that is the case, I would not enjoy almost 70% of the work I do, and that is not the case. I enjoy 100% of the work I do.
Yeah.
So I think for me, it is. I don't know if I believe in spirituality or those kind of things. But truly, if there's any spirituality for me, it is being part of the nature, being part of the
Mm.
mountains, and simply being grateful that I have a chance to do all of these things. So for me, this is what spirituality is about, and this is what life is about. That is why I kind of enjoy being in the mountains, and I don't feel like this uh, when I'm at sea level. Probably, maybe not at that level. I feel only I feel truly alive when I'm in the mountains. I kind of feel a sense of belonging, a sense of I'm at home. This is
Mm.
where I belong. So that is what attracts me to the mountains. That is why I go to the mountains over and over and over again. And yes, the climbing also attracts me a lot. The challenge also involves me, attracts me a lot. It is tough to climb mountains, and so the
Mm.
journey that I take to get myself ready, all the time I put in at sea level to get ready, to get prepared, that all those countless hours of training. I was sitting, a few days ago trying to calculate the number of hours I would have put in to just get ready to climb Everest in the last 10 years. I think I would have easily spent 3,000 plus hours just in last 10 years, just in my physical fitness training. And then I was calculating the number of hours I spent learning about Everest, learning about my nutrition, executing my nutrition, uh, all of the time I spent climbing mountains. I think about 20,000 plus hours spent doing all of these things. So it is that journey as well.
Mm.
When I am growing as a human being, I'm becoming a better version of myself. I'm i'm kind of preparing myself for that final battle, or that for that final challenge, and transforming myself all the time to kind of get ready for that final battle. I think that is what I enjoy doing. I enjoy this entire process. I love stuff which requires a lot of consistency and discipline, which is very very challenging, which requires me to put in some physical effort, and not just about physical effort as well. I need to even enjoy it,
Mm.
and it like requires me to put in or learn about different kind of things. Like nutrition is something that I didn't know anything about before I started climbing Everest. To learn about nutrition, to learn about what am I going to put in my body is going to make such a drastic impact on my performance on the mountains. To just go through this whole process and and rebuild and rebuild and rebuild that Kuntal over and over and over again. That is what I finally enjoy doing, because the amount of time I'm spending on the mountain is limited. So
Mm.
if I'm not enjoying the process that is, finally getting me to the top, then you're not going to be able to sustain it for very, very long. And to sustain something for as long as 10 years requires a lot of commitment to the entire process, to the entire journey. So that's what I am in for.